Today was kind of like a day off. Not really, but kind of. It just seemed to kind of go forever. And I think it happens more often when I'm tired than any other day, because I don't know, it just seems to take forever when you're tired. But part of it probably is because I'm getting up so early in the morning too, that I have to have time to get a lot of stuff done, right? I mean, right now it's 9:30 at night. I've been up 16, 17 hours now. So no, but it's a good day. I preach tomorrow morning in Ripon. See how that goes. We're going to preach on standing in the gap, right? Or filling the gap. Ezekiel 22 verse 30 is going to be the main thrust of the text, but talking about all the craziness and the insanity of things going on during Ezekiel's time that makes God want to punish the Israelites during that time. So hopefully that goes well. You never know, right? But at the end of the day, the thought process that I had going into the text was way different than where I ended up, and mentally it's kind of throwing me off because I want to keep trying to find ways back to where I originally thought about it, but the text didn't lead me there, and it's kind of the hard part of like allowing the text to speak for itself, because I get so committed to the directions that I want to go with my things, right? And I didn't end up anywhere near there. So like conflict exists in my spirit and in my brain. Maybe not so much my spirit, outside of me wanting to keep trying to find ways back. And it feels like, for me, what it feels like is there's parts of me that, because I'm not emotionally connected to my text that way, or where I'm going with it, like I feel like I don't know it. And I do know it because I wrote it, and I just need to sit with it a little more and pray about it. But here we are, Saturday night, getting ready for Sunday morning, and it's going to be good, right? God always does what he's going to do, and he never seems to fall short of the things that he wants to say when it comes time to say it. So shouts out to some of the guys that I work with and their wives as they spoke today out in the Napa Solano area. Proud of you guys, man. You're doing a lot of good work. That's why people are asking you to come share, and you should be proud of the work that you guys put in to get where you are. And you know what I mean? It's always a good thing to be called upon to share the message. So but today, that kind of goes to where I'm heading, right? Like, so today I posted how great do you want to be? And I think this is the very first time nobody took it the wrong way, I guess. But not a lot of people even commented or even liked it, or acknowledged that it was there. People were probably busy, so they weren't on Facebook. But me just asking the question, like, how good do you want to be, right? And I had put in the kind of the subscript up top is like, do you settle or do you have higher standards? And maybe that's kind of what led people not to think like, oh, this is, trying to be God in your own life, because that's not the case. But one of the things I thought about is like, how much work am I putting into the things that I want to do well? And by the things that I say I want to do well, am I really putting forth the effort to get where I want to be? Or am I just settling for whatever I can get because I have enough skill or enough talent to cover me and be still better than other people, right? The other day we were having a conversation and kind of somewhere along these lines, and I was trying to tell the group, like, we need to be at 100% all the time, right? Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? Like emotional condition, state, or emotional state, any of that stuff like can't deter us from what we got to do. And somebody had said, well, you can't always be at 100%, and that's part of the thinking process that I'm trying to eliminate, right? Maybe not necessarily in the lives of others, but definitely in my own life, right? That I can't function at the top of my game every time. I don't know why people want to think that. I mean, I think they think it's okay to take days off or to not have to put forth the effort that they put in every other day. And but I want to get to a place where no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what's going on, no matter what, no matter how tired I am, no matter how little sleep I got, whatever, I'm always gonna function at the peak of what I can do, right? And not to say that I'm gonna be perfect or that everything's gonna work out the way it's supposed to, but every intention that I have will be to peak and to work at that highest level. Because, and what the one thing I said is, there's people who are watching and there's people who are depending on me, who are counting on me. And I don't know if you guys realize that too, but like when you look around, there's people silently watching you, right? Whether it be you tell them you're a Christian or you're in recovery or whatever it is, they're watching for a couple reasons, right? One, they're watching to see you fail, right? There are people in our lives that are looking to exploit those of us that are blessed and highly favored by God, right? Like they're just haters on that, and they don't like the idea that we can be good today. There's those people who are watching because they know where we came from and who we used to be, and they don't believe that we've changed yet, right? Or they're watching to see when we will stop doing the things that we need to do to get where we're trying to go, because they just know our track record and our experience hasn't always been very well. And then you have those that are watching because they're looking for something different, right? They want more for their life, and so there's a desire for them to want more, and they've chosen you to be the one that leads the way and kind of shows them what it looks like. And they may not necessarily engage you and say, hey, I'm watching you, or hey, I'm following you, but they are. And then you have those who they're paying attention because they need you to come through, right? And the thing I had to realize is, like, I have family that depend on me to do what I'm supposed to do all the time. I have a wife, yeah, she has a job, but she's still counting on me to make the things that I tell her that I'm gonna make happen, right? Like, and even if she isn't, right, physically doing that, mentally I have to operate in a mode that she is, because when I don't operate that way, I take breaks and I take time off and I take, right, and I don't continue operating at the highest level that I can. There's guys that are watching me that I work with, and they've told me, you can't fail here. Like, we need you to come through on this, right? There's something specific that they're looking for. I don't know what it is, and maybe they don't know what it is, but there's something specific that they're watching to see me come through on the other side. And then, you know, we always have those haters, but I thrive off of that, right? Like, I want to be the best that I can. I know there's so much more progress that I have to make, right? There's so much more growth that I need in my life. I know there's so much more I need to be better than I am, right? And I need to continually work and not take days off, and I need to be more mindful of what I'm doing, and I need to be paying attention to it better. And I need, right, and I was on a group call today with the coach, Wes Watson, today, and he was telling people, like, I sleep when I need to, and I don't when I don't, right? When things need to get done, they need to get done. And one of the guys was like, well, what if you need more sleep? And he's like, then you have to eliminate things out of your life to get what you need, because the stuff that you have to do still have to get done no matter how you feel. And I was thinking about that too, like, because I don't know about you, but as I become more efficient and proficient at the things that I'm doing, things start to increase in my world, right? I start to take on more things, sometimes consciously and sometimes subconsciously, right? I just start finding myself in more things, and that's not always the best thing to do. Sometimes I need to learn how to move in the direction that I need to go and get the things that I need to get done, and then have the flexibility to be able to focus on some other things, right? Like my family, things that I already have going, maybe I can polish them up and work a little harder at them, so it's not like go, me start to work on something, get done with it, but because I could only commit an hour of the day to that moment, when I have more time, I can go back and I can touch it up and do it again. And that's kind of where I need to get, because there's things that I need to be doing better than I am. I allot the time that is necessary to get it done efficiently, but there needs to be spaces where I'm getting things done more, they're better, right? And so how good do you want to be? I want to be the best that I can in everything, right? In every area of my life. Part of that is obsession and compulsion, right? And it's like I get a little OCD about stuff, and I'm always, there's the things that I get involved with, I'm always studying, right? I'm always like watching videos and asking questions of people who do it and trying to learn more, because I don't know about you, but everything that I do, I want to be the best at, right? I'm highly competitive, and I have that nature of just wanting to always excel in things, and so everything that I do, I want to do well. My problem lies in, because sometimes I want to do so much that I don't get to do anything well, right? What's the old saying? A jack of trades, but expert of none, right? Something like that. And that's kind of where I fall in sometimes, right? Like, there's lots of things that I do, and I do really good, but none of them do I excel at like elite level, and that's what I need to get. I want to get to elite levels in some of the things that I do. So part of it is processing through and thinking through, like, what are my non-negotiables? What are the things that I have to get done daily? Starting there, right? Making sure all that gets done, not rush, and not, oh, I have to get it done, right? Not get legalistic about it and go, oh, I have to do it because I said I would do it today. But do it because I love it, right? Do it because it's benefiting me. Do it because it's putting me in a position to become the best version of me. And then I can slowly start adding things as those start to become elite level, right? Making these videos and getting my writing done, right? If I have the time to write more or read more, I should be doing that, right? I should be studying scripture way more than I do, and I don't do it enough, and I need to get better at that. I need to be praying more. These are like non-negotiables, right? I need to be praying more. I've been talking about getting into the place where I pray with my wife every day. Still haven't got there yet. And so it's like becoming more efficient and more getting these things done better. Rather than adding more things, I need to get better at the things that I'm already doing. So that's part of the process of what I'm thinking about and thinking through right now. And as I made this video, or making this video, a lot more things are starting to I'm becoming more aware of some of these things. And so now I just need to start putting them into play, right? I do a lot of talking about a lot of things. I have really good follow through on most of it, but I need to have follow through on all of it. And so as I need to start assessing my day and my world and my life and the things that I'm involved with, I need to figure out what are the things that have to be done and that move me in the direction I'm trying to go. And then how do I become elite at all of them, right? Not just good enough, right? Settling has never worked well for me, and I don't like it, but I've done it my entire life, right? If I don't lie to myself, I've always settled. I made the comment to somebody, when I learned that C's got degrees, I did C work. And now it's just enough to get me by. What effort do I need to get a C? That's what I ask, right? Well, what do I need to do here to get a C? Well, it's 70%, so that's what you need to do, is just give me 70%. I could do that. But today, I want more, right? Today I want to thrive to be the best that I can be. Because if I'm gonna do it, then stop wasting your time, right? If you're gonna do it right, do it well, go all the way in. And so that's the lesson that I'm learning today. I'm learning that, right? Like, if I'm gonna lift right? Lift with intention. If I'm gonna write and read, then I need to be reading with purpose and intention, right? Like, everything that I'm doing, if I'm gonna love my wife, I need to be spending time and being present with her and not on my phone, paying attention to other things, answering calls. No, like, give her everything that she deserves in that moment, right? And so those are the things that I'm trying to put into play. I know I'm probably biting off more than I can chew just saying these simple things, even though if I'm cutting stuff back, the amount of me some of those are going to require are going to be great. And so that's why I definitely have to start cutting back on the things that I participate in, because I can't give me at a great level to everything, unfortunately. I'm only one person. And that's not an excuse to say anything. That's just the truth of it, right? I'm only one person, and there's only 24 hours in a day. If I spend 4 of them sleeping, I have 20 hours to get the rest of the stuff done. It's kind of where I'm focusing, or that's kind of where I'm living right now. But I am getting older, and there will come probably a time where more sleep will be necessary just to function. But right now, it is what it is. So here's where we're going. We're assessing our life. We're figuring out the things that we need to do in order to get where we're trying to go, first and foremost. Setting up the idea or the parameter of becoming the best version of me, becoming the me that I needed all my life, so that I can give that back to the world, because there's somebody else out there that needs it, right? Like letting that be the focal point of what I do and how I do it. And then everything else springs from that, right? Reading my literature, working my steps, reading my Bible, praying to God, spending time with my family, right? Like right off the top, those are 5 things that have to happen. Great, right? Getting my workout in, because like if I'm not healthy, I'm not going to be here. Eating right? Like all those things right there. And that's not even adding anything extra, right? Like those are just daily tasks that have to get done. So this is going to be fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, but this has been one of the greatest parts of this journey that I've been on, is really having to take some looks at me and process where am I at and what am I doing and how am I doing it, and then needing to make the changes, because I can't be the man that I say I'm gonna be if I just keep doing substandard work. Substandard doesn't work for me anymore. So I don't know if anybody's told you today, but I hope you know that God loves you, and so do I. I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.